Lumosphere English. Hello, English learners. Welcome back to Lumosphere English. I am Emma.
And I am Alex. It is great to be here with you, Emma, and all our listeners today.
Yes, it is. Today, we have a very interesting topic. We are going to talk about memory. Specifically, why can some people remember everything?
That is a fascinating question. I often wonder about that. Some people seem to have a perfect memory for details.
Exactly. Like they can remember every name, every date, every tiny detail from years ago. I sometimes struggle to remember what I ate for breakfast.
I know that feeling. It makes you think, how do they do it? Is it a special skill, or are they born with it?
I think it is a mix of things. I remember my grandmother. She could tell stories from her childhood with so much detail. It was amazing.
My grandfather was similar. He would remember all the historical dates and important events. He was like a walking history book.
Yes, it is like their brains just hold on to information easily. For me, if I do not write something down, I often forget it.
Me too. I rely a lot on my notes and my phone to keep track of things. If I lose my phone, I might forget half my life.
That is a bit extreme, Alex, but I understand what you mean. We use external tools to help our memory.
Yes, but what about people who do not need those tools as much? The ones who can recall information so quickly and accurately.
I have read that some people have what we call a photographic memory. They can see something once and remember it perfectly, like a picture in their mind.
Wow, a photographic memory. That sounds like a superpower. Do you think it is real or just a myth?
Well, it is a bit of both. True photographic memory is very rare, but some people have excellent visual memory, which is similar.
So they are not taking an actual mental photo, but their brain is very good at storing visual information.
Exactly. It is like their brain has a very efficient filing system for images and scenes. They can retrieve those images easily.
That makes sense. I wish my brain had a better filing system for important things, like where I parked my car yesterday.
Or for people's names. I often meet new people and forget their names 5 minutes later. It is so embarrassing.
Ah, that is the worst.
You want to be polite, but your brain just decides to empty that part. So, what do you think helps these people remember everything? Is it practice or something in their brain structure?
I think practice plays a big role. If you always try to remember things, your memory muscles get stronger.
That is a good point. Like exercising your body. If you lift weights, your arms get stronger. If you practice remembering, your memory gets stronger.
Yes, and I think some people naturally pay more attention. If you really listen when someone tells you their name, you have a better chance of remembering it.
That is true. Sometimes I am thinking about what I will say next instead of truly listening. So I miss the name.
So paying attention is the first step to remembering. It is like you need to really put the information into your brain first.
And then you need to store it. How do people store information effectively in their minds?
I think many people use different tricks. For example, some people repeat the information. If someone says their name, they repeat it back. Nice to meet you, name.
Ah, yes, I have heard of that. It helps to put the name into your long-term memory.
Or they connect new information to something they already know. If the name is similar to a famous person, they might think of that person.
That is a smart strategy. It creates a link, so your brain has more than one way to find the information later.
Yes, like having multiple paths to the same place. If one path is blocked, you can use another one.
What about remembering complex information, like for an exam? Do these tricks still work?
I think so. For exams, many people use what we call mnemonics. These are systems or patterns that help you remember things.
Like remembering a list of items by making a sentence where each word starts with the first letter of an item on the list?
Exactly. Or using rhymes or songs. Our brains are very good at remembering patterns and music.
That is interesting. So it is not just about raw brain power, but also about smart techniques.
Yes, definitely. And some people might naturally use these techniques without even realizing it.
So they have developed good memory habits over time, perhaps from when they were children.
That is very possible. If a child is encouraged to remember stories or facts in a playful way, they might develop strong memory skills.
I often wonder if remembering everything is always a good thing. What do you think, Alex?
That is a deep question, Emma. On one hand, it sounds amazing. Never forget a birthday, never lose your keys.
Yes, the practical benefits are clear. You would be very organized. You would always know where your things are.
And in school or at work, you would remember all the facts and details. That would be a huge advantage.
Imagine being able to recall every book you have read, every conversation you have had. It sounds like you would be very wise.
True, but on the other hand, what about bad memories? If you remember everything, you would also remember every painful moment, every mistake.
Oh, that is a difficult thought. Sometimes forgetting is a kind of protection, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Our brain needs to filter things. It needs to decide what is important to keep and what we can let go of.
So people who remember everything might carry a heavy burden of past regrets or sad experiences.
Exactly. It might be hard to move forward if every past negative event is always fresh in your mind.
So there is a balance. A good memory is useful, but perhaps not a perfect, all-encompassing memory.
I agree. Maybe the ability to forget some things is actually a healthy part of being human.
That makes me feel better about forgetting where I put my keys sometimes. My brain is just protecting me from too much information.
Yes, let's go with that. It is a survival mechanism.
So what about the idea of improving our memory? If we are not born with a perfect memory, can we train ourselves?
Absolutely. There are many ways to improve your memory. One simple way is to stay active, both physically and mentally.
Physical activity helps the brain? How does that work?
When you exercise, it increases blood flow to your brain. This helps your brain cells stay healthy and work better.
So a healthy body helps a healthy mind and a healthy memory? That makes sense.
Yes, and mentally active means constantly learning new things. Learning a new language, playing an instrument, doing puzzles.
So if you are listening to this podcast, you are already helping your memory. Learning English is a great brain exercise.
That is right. Every new word, every new grammar structure you learn is building new connections in your brain.
What about diet? Does what we eat affect our memory?
Yes, it does. Eating healthy foods, especially those rich in omega-3 fatty acids, can support brain health. Things like fish, nuts, and seeds.
So a good diet, exercise, and mental stimulation are all important for memory.
And sleep. Do not forget sleep. When you sleep, your brain processes and stores memories from the day.
That is why sometimes you learn something new and after a good night's sleep, it feels clearer the next day.
Exactly. Sleep is like the brain's cleaning and organizing time. It consolidates memories.
So if someone wants to improve their memory, they should focus on these general health habits.
Yes, general health is the foundation. Then they can add specific memory techniques.
Like the repetition and association tricks we talked about earlier?
Right. For example, if you need to remember a shopping list, try to visualize the items in a funny or unusual way.
Like imagining a giant banana wearing a hat riding a bicycle through the supermarket aisle?
Exactly. The more unusual and vivid the image, the easier it is for your brain to recall it later.
That is a fun way to remember things. It turns memory practice into a kind of game.
Yes, making it fun helps. Our brains respond well to things that are interesting or emotionally engaging.
So, if you want to remember something important for your English learning, try to connect it to a personal story or a strong image.
That is a great tip for our listeners. Do not just memorize words, try to make them memorable.
And what about stress? Does stress affect our ability to remember?
Oh, definitely. Stress is a big enemy of memory. When you are stressed, your body releases hormones that can make it hard to focus and store new information.
So, if you are feeling stressed while trying to learn English, it might be harder to remember new vocabulary.
Yes, taking breaks, practicing relaxation techniques, or doing something enjoyable can help reduce stress and improve your memory.
So it all comes back to a holistic approach. It is not just one magic trick, but a combination of healthy habits and smart techniques.
Precisely. And it is important to be patient with yourself. Memory improvement takes time and consistent effort.
Yes, you will not have a perfect memory overnight, but small improvements can make a big difference over time.
And it is also important to remember that everyone forgets things. It is a normal part of life.
So we should not be too hard on ourselves if we forget something. It just means our brain is doing its job of filtering.
Exactly. The goal is not to remember absolutely everything, but to remember the things that are most important and useful to us.
That is a very practical way to look at it. Focus on what truly matters.
And our English learners can apply this to their studies. What are the most important words or grammar points for them right now?
Focus on those. Practice them regularly and use smart memory techniques.
And do not forget to get enough sleep and eat healthy.
Yes, the basics are often the most effective.
What about people who have a natural talent for memory? Do you think they still need to practice?
I believe so. Even a natural talent needs nurturing. If you have a gift for music, you still need to practice your instrument.
That is true. Talent is a starting point, but consistent effort turns it into mastery.
So those people who seem to remember everything probably have good natural ability, and they have been practicing their memory in different ways, maybe without realizing it.
Yes, they have built strong neural pathways for memory. Their brain is just really good at making and retrieving those connections.
And it is never too late to start building those pathways. Even if you are older, your brain can still learn and adapt.
That is very encouraging news for our listeners. Our brains are amazing and can keep learning throughout our lives.
So if you want to remember things better, start with small steps. Pay more attention. Try a new memory trick.
And be kind to your brain. Give it good food, good sleep, and interesting challenges.
It is like taking care of a garden. If you water it, give it sunlight, and remove weeds, it will grow beautifully.
That is a lovely analogy, Emma. Our memory is like a garden that needs care.
Yes, and sometimes the weeds are distractions or stress.
And the sunlight is learning new things.
Exactly. So for our listeners, we hope this discussion has given you some insights into how memory works and how you can improve yours.
It is not magic, but it is definitely something you can work on.
And remember, even if you do not remember everything, you can still remember what is important.
And that is a very valuable skill. We all have different strengths when it comes to memory.
Yes, some people are great with faces, others with numbers, and some with stories.
We should celebrate our unique memory strengths.
And work on the areas where we want to get better.
So, if you want to remember more English vocabulary, try connecting new words to images or stories.
Repeat them out loud. Use them in sentences. Make them personal.
And review them regularly.
That is key for moving information from short-term to long-term memory.
Yes, regular review is crucial for solidifying new memories.
So let's say you learned 5 new English words today. Review them tomorrow, then again in a few days.
That helps your brain understand that this information is important and worth keeping.
It tells your brain, hey, this is not just a passing thought. We need this for later.
A clear message to your brain. I like that.
So next time you are trying to remember something, whether it is an English word or someone's name, think about these tips.
Pay attention, make connections, and review. And be kind to yourself if you forget sometimes.
Yes, remembering that forgetting is normal can reduce stress, which in turn can help your memory. It is a positive cycle.
It certainly is. So we have explored many aspects of memory today.
From why some people seem to remember everything to how we can all improve our own memory.
And the importance of a balanced life for brain health.
Absolutely. It is all connected.
So we encourage all our listeners to think about their own memory habits.
What works well for you? What could you try to improve?
And remember that consistent, small efforts can lead to big results over time.
Just like learning English. Small steps every day.
Exactly. So keep practicing your English and keep practicing your memory skills.
They go hand in hand.
Indeed. And it is a journey, not a destination.
A journey of continuous learning and improvement.
So we hope you found this discussion helpful and interesting. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.